Hey everyone, it's Comphelp. This is my review of the iPod Touch 2nd generation, and I'll go over a lot of things. Now, first thing I want to say is yes, I am filming this video, I'm making this video in my bathroom. I get better lighting in here, and it's pretty quiet. Okay, so let's go over the exterior of the iPod. So first of all, here's the front. All you have is your home button, your screen, and on the top you'll have your hold button. On the side, you'll have your up and down external volume buttons. You have your Wi-Fi, I don't know what that's called, receiver I guess, or antenna. You have your pin connector, your earphone or earbud plug-in, and that's basically the outside, okay? Now the differences between the first and second generation, this is a second generation 8 GB, is, first of all, the external volume buttons and the speaker that I think is located in here in the USB connector port. Okay, so that's that. Now first of all, I want to also clarify that on my unboxing video on my iPod, oh there I am, on my unboxing video on my iPod, I had the engraving right here saying VV Comphelp, VV's iPod, here to help step by step. Now I had to get that one replaced. I have to get that iPod replaced because one of the corners was loose and I was having a few problems with it. And so first of all, before I go on with the video, make sure, if you have the second generation iPod, make sure each of your corners, right here, right here, right here, and right here, make sure that none of them are loose. My iPod was loose on this corner, and I made a Genius Bar appointment, and they said, alright, since you have a few problems with this iPod, I'll see if I have any more extras in the back, so I can just give to you, and he had one more left. So I got the last iPod, or else he would have had to order one online for me. So I was pretty lucky, and yeah, I guess the guy was pretty surprised, the Genius guy was surprised, because already there was a defect with the new iPods, and yeah, so guys, just check that out. Okay, so let's turn on the iPod here. Let's turn it on. And sorry it's not blurry. I'm filming with my lame-o webcam. I'm going to show you here. It's really bad webcam. So yeah. Okay, so let's turn it on. And first of all, you come up with your time. Come up with your time, your date, your volume. I mean your battery power, and iPod. So it's up there, iPod. And let's slide to unlock this guy. Slide to unlock. There you go. Alright, so this iPod is firmware 2.1.1. All of the new iPods come with 2.1.1, the second generation iPods, which is really great because you get extra features such as in the calendar and the 2.0 firmware update. You get to like add stuff to your calendar, as in like little notes to yourself, like, oh, I have homework today, or that's how I use it. I'll go over that in a bit, okay? And your calculator has scientific calculator in it. Alright, so let me go over the apps that are included with your iPod, okay? First of all, what comes with your iPod is the calendar, your mail, the maps, the calculator, which doubles as a scientific calculator, which helps out a lot because I'm in a pre-calculus, so I mean I use this a lot, and then when you tip it over on the side, it becomes the scientific calculator. Okay, I think that's pretty, everyone knows that. You have your notes, you have YouTube, you have your flashcard. No, that does not come with it. Flashcards does not come with it. Music does, Safari does, videos and settings does. Let's see what else does. Weather comes with it. Your iTunes store comes with it. The App Store comes with it. Let's see what else here. You have your contacts, your stocks, your clock, and that's basically all that comes with your iPod. Now, I got all these extra apps because I either downloaded them for free on the iTunes store or I bought some of them. And yeah, you can go to the iTunes store and buy them. The prices can range from anywhere from, I would have to say, 99 cents to, I don't know, $20 is the most I've seen. And I mean, they're pretty reasonable prices if you have that buck in your pocket. I mean, why not? It's really fun. I mean, me and my iPod have been pretty much inseparable since I got it. So, yeah. Okay, so if you guys want any reviews on the apps I have, I'll go over them in a bit. Then go ahead and tell me. Alright, so the apps I have are actually flashcards, which I bought. I actually use that for my quizzes in school. And you actually get to, make your own flashcards and go over and quiz yourself. And it's a really neat app. If you want me to go over that, then tell me. I have the graphing calculator, which helps me a bunch. You guys have no idea. I'm always in my math class with that. Oh my goodness, it helps a lot. I have Dactyl, I have Enigmo, I have Pianist, Chromag, I have LineWriter, Field Runners, Aquaforest, I have Twitterific, MySpace, Facebook, White Pages, ITV, Answers, AIM, Fring, Around Me, Airshare, eBay, iTunes, Yelp, Pandora, Radio, CBS, iMobile, Weather, TapTap, Galcon, Light, Maze Finger, Space Monkey, Wordster, Space Buster, Knots, Pac-Man Light, Same Game, Labyrinth, Light Edition, FS5 Hockey, Trance for Free, iTicTac, B-Ball Light, Anaconda, Photos, iDoodle Light, iDoodle 2 Light, Flipbook Light, Lightsaber, D-Beer, Hanoi, Zippo Lighter, Word Wrap, Word Warp, Fireworks, Lux Touch, Flashlight, Mandelbrot, 15, Blanks, Adlibs, Units, Bubble Wrap, Translator, Lockbox, Contact, Stocks, Clock, Dictionary, Arabian Best, which is a book. I don't know, I just was checking that out. And Billy Frontier. Just got that one today. It's really fun. So if you guys want me to go over any of those, I'll be happy to do that. Okay, I know people are going to have questions like, okay, should I upgrade to the second generation iPod if I have the first generation? Well, that's really up to you, but I'd have to say if you're really into the external speaker, which is a reasonable volume, it's pretty loud. Here, let me show you here. Let me open Pianist. I'll play a song for you. Let me turn the volume up here. Okay, play piano. I mean, it's alright. Can't really, let me see. I'd play a video for you guys with the copyright content and everything. Let's play TapTap. Alright, volume's all the way up. Volume down, volume up. Let's play one player. Stream tracks. I'll just play a bit for you guys so you can hear it. Let's see. Here we go. Alright. I mean, it's pretty loud. I think it's really great. So, I mean, that's the external speaker. If you're really into the external speaker, which a lot of people are, and the external volume buttons, which is really, really helpful, then I recommend upgrading because this guy is really nice. And it fits really nicely in your hand. It's really comfortable compared to the first one. I have a few friends that have the first generation, and I mean, it's square, and I don't like it. It's not comfortable. And that's basically that. Okay. So, I mean, I recommend upgrading if you have the money. If you don't have the money, sell your iPod and buy the new one. And if you don't want to do that, then just don't bother. I mean, if you like your first generation, just don't get it. It's not really a necessary upgrade, I'd have to say. But since, I mean, I got used to it. I've never owned an iPod. By the way, it's my first iPod. I've never owned an iPod, so I kind of adapted to these new features quickly. Because I don't know what it was like without them. So, hey, you know. Let me see. Let me go through the settings. Maybe if I lowered my brightness, you could see. Yeah, I keep my brightness pretty low. Oh, it's too low. Too bright. Well, I keep my brightness pretty low so the battery lasts. It's supposed to last 24 hours. And it does last that long with music. But if you're playing apps And if you're playing video, and if you're not just listening solely to music, it's not going to last that long. I'd say it lasts about, I don't know, 3 to 5 hours, maybe less. It depends on what kind of game you're playing. If it's the more action it is, the less battery power you're going to get. So I like to keep the brightness level pretty low. As you can see right there, I keep it pretty low, and I keep auto brightness off. To also keep your battery up, turn Wi-Fi off, and I mean you're good to go pretty much for that. And turn, where's it at? Go to general and turn location services off. This is on and that's off. Okay. Let me see what options you have for your iPod. You can set your wallpaper, you can set your sound volume, different tones, like if you get a new mail message and you're in your internet access area, I guess it'll make some kind of beep or some kind of noise. Brightness settings, sound settings, network settings. What's that? VPN. I have no idea what that is. Add VPN configuration. All that junk. Let's see, keyboard. Oh, keyboard. While I'm in that, I know people are gonna ask, okay, so what's the keyboard like? Is it really easy to use? And I'd have to say, yes, it is. Here. I actually have my school schedules here, because I have different school schedules here for pretty much each day of the week. So let me make a new note, and here's the keyboard. It's actually really reactive, so I'm gonna type in VV. Let's see, VV comp help. PHELP VV. I mean, the touchscreen is really accurate. I mean, if you want to touch G, it's not that hard. You just touch G. I mean, I thought it'd be pretty hard because your fingers are bigger than the buttons. It's like, snap. No, it's really good. So don't think that's a problem. It just takes a little hard. It's a little hard to get used to type fast. I still don't type that fast, but I mean, you get used to it. The only thing that I had a problem with was, since I can't feel the buttons, it's kind of tough for me. I'm not used to the touchscreen. It's my first touchscreen device, I think. I'm not sure. Besides the Palm Pilot, but I mean, yeah, don't even worry about the keyboard. Let's see, if we go into the internet, the cool thing about the internet is you have your keyboard a long ways right here, and it's really cool. Or if you flip sideways and we go into the keyboard, your keyboard gets bigger, and I like typing like that because it's a lot better. I mean, the buttons get a little bigger and they're spaced out more, so you can't really miss it. And that's that. So that's keyboard. Let me see, what else? What other things have people asked me? I think that's it. Is there a lot of glare problem? Not really. I mean, there is. Let me see. No, not really. I mean, I haven't had a problem. Is fingerprints a problem? Yes, fingerprints are a problem. I'm one of those neat freaks. Well, for some things, like my iPod, I like to keep it clean. So I'm constantly with my wipe and everything, and I'm constantly cleaning that because it's kind of disgusting when you have all your fingerprints everywhere. I don't know. It's just like when you're playing tap tap, your fingers tend to get sweaty after you play it for a while. So I mean, all that sweat runs off and it hardens, and it's a mess. So okay. I know someone's gonna ask me, did you buy a case for your iPod? It's actually on it now. It's not a case. I bought the invisible shield. Got it yesterday. I didn't even unravel the new iPod after I got it until I got the invisible shield right on it, right after we unwrapped it. That way there's absolutely no scratches on it as soon as I put it on. So it's as clean as it can be, and it's gonna stay like that, which I like. So I mean, would I say the invisible shield is a good product? I'd say heck yes. I mean, it's such an awesome product. It increases the grip. Let me see. And I can do this for any random reason. I can stick it to my mirror. I don't know why that's such a cool feature. I don't know why I like doing that. It's fun to do that. Anyway, yeah, it increases the grip on my hand to where it doesn't like fall out of my hand. Really no scratches. It kind of gives it a gooey feel where you money won't scratch it. I mean, the invisible shield does scratch because my mom has it on her phone. She had it on her phone for a while now, and I have seen a few scratches on it, which we might take back to get replaced. But I mean, it's nothing close to what your iPod would have been. You should have seen my last iPod, my first one that had the engraving on it. The whole back was scuffed up white. I mean, this thing was horrible. It was really bad. So I recommend anybody who buys an iPod second generation, or just an iPod in general, to don't even unbox it until you're sure you're going to buy either your case or invisible shield right away, just so you have no scratches on it. I just really recommend doing that, and I'm really happy I did that. The invisible shield, I love it because I haven't dropped my iPod yet. No, I'm just kidding. Like, oh, snap. I haven't dropped it yet, and I don't think it's going to be a problem for me since it's always with me. It's always in my pocket. I'm not going to drop this guy. I mean, I spent a lot of money on this, and it took me a long time to raise that money through Cash Crate. So, I mean, I'm going to take care of this guy as much as I can. So far, I've never dropped the iPod, so I'm not really afraid of dropping it and breaking it. I'm just afraid of the scratches, so it looks clean. I like the clean look. You know, I haven't even put any stickers or anything onto my laptop, and I've had that thing for a while. Or, I mean, I like everything to look clean, and I also like the original look of stuff. That's why I didn't buy a case. I don't want to look at a rubber thick thing. You know, I want the look of my iPod, and that's what I got with the invisible shield. I mean, it's a great product. I mean, it doesn't cover everything. Even though I got the full body coverage, there's something that it does not cover. Like right here, it doesn't cover some of this lining, because there's one invisible shield layer just for the screen, and another invisible shield thing for just the casing, the chrome casing. And it doesn't cover it completely, like 100%. But it covers it maybe like 98%. So all the iPod is pretty much protected. I like it. So far no scratches on it. I've had it for only a day. I just got the new one yesterday, and I was actually waiting for that to make my review. So yeah, it's basically the iPod Touch. That's it. If you guys have any other questions, go ahead and ask me. Oh, jailbreaking. A lot of people are asking me, "Oh, dude, are you gonna jailbreak it?" No, I'm not gonna jailbreak my iPod. Why? I mean, I don't agree with jailbreaking. First of all, I can't do it with the second generation so far that I know of, because I think iPod released this because all the jailbreaking, like the PSP whole thing going on. They released the PSP 3000. It's not able to be hacked. I think, not sure. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's what they did it for. I mean, I'm fine. I think that if I buy the app, the developers deserve that money. I've bought maybe $20, $25 worth of apps, and I'm happy with it. As for music, with my next Cash Crate check, I'm buying 38 songs. Yes, I only have 38 songs on my iPod, and they were illegally downloaded, and I don't feel, I don't agree with that. So I'm deleting them. I've deleted them, and I'm going to buy the songs through iTunes as soon as my check comes. My next check is 117 so far, so 118 so far. So I mean, I'm gonna buy all the songs that I want. I'm gonna do this legally, you know. I mean, if I buy the song, I think the artist deserves the money for it, or at least iTunes or whatever. I mean, they deserve the money. So I'm gonna do this all legal. Jailbreaking, I don't agree with it. I'm not gonna show anybody how to do it. One, I'm not interested in it, so I don't know how to do it. And I mean, hey, come on, guys, just if you can afford the iPod, I'm sure you can afford $2 apps. I mean, hey. Okay, so that's my review on the iPod Touch. Everything is awesome with this. I mean, the internet use is great. I actually use it for an assignment. I mean, I used it for homework. Like, that's all I used, just the iPod. It worked flawlessly. It was great. So, I mean, guys have any problems with it, contact Apple, tell me about it, and I'd love to hear your stories. So, if you have an iPod Touch and you want to share your review on it, go ahead and make a response video to this. Comment on this video if this answered a lot of your questions. And if it didn't, I'm sorry. I don't know what to expect from me for a review. I just think it's a really great product, really worth my money. I paid $246 for it. I bought it through the Apple Store. It took, like, I don't know, 3 to 5 days for it to come through the mail. It came from Shanghai, China. Yeah, that's great. So, this is the iPod Touch, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. This is a really long video, like 20 minutes long. So you can help me by subscribing to my channel, rating this video, sharing this video, commenting on this video, making a response video. And yeah, so thanks a lot.